Hello everyone, I'm Brendan Lee, two-time Formula One esports world champion, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my little tips, tricks and little secrets to be mastering Bahrain on F122. From setup to strategy to braking points, everything that I use to go faster will be covered in this video. So let's get into it. Here now on track in Bahrain, so first reference point is the DRS marker and 55% on the on-throttle differential. Open up DRS as soon as you go across the line, up into 8th gear. Turn 1 is very difficult, so we'd be looking to brake around the 100-meter board. You can see freeze framing, arrow pointing to the 100-meter board, and full 100% on the brake pedal. We're going to be going all the way down into 4th gear, and once you reach the clipping point of the apex, start applying a little bit of throttle, building up the power gradually over the inside curb here, and now using up all the curb on the outside, but avoid the drain with the arrow. That will make the wheel spin and unsettle the car. Open up DRS on the line as well. Now bring the car over to the left hand side, and you'll be braking just after the 100-meter board. So we go past the 100-meter board, and then we go 100% on the brake. Make sure you use up all the track. That's what the arrow is pointing to. Make sure your right tyre is using up all the road. Miss the curb on the inside, but make sure you get to the white line. You've got all the curb on the exit, and again, the arrow is pointing to the curb because that's where it's the most smoothest, will give you the best traction. Use up the curb on the left-hand side. Again, avoid the curb on the inside. It's going to unsettle the car. Keep it in 6th gear for more stability. Again, avoid the curb on the inside. Use up all the curb on the outside, but again, avoid that drainage as it will make oversteer and wheel spin. Make sure the car's in a straight line. Use the curb on the left-hand side, down into 4th gear. Again, the arrow is pointing towards the curb. Keep it in 4th gear. Throughout the corner, avoid the curb on the outside. Now bring the car over to the right hand side, and we're going to freeze frame it to show we're using up all the track on the entry. Now you're looking for the British flag and point your car towards the flag for the straightest line possible in the braking. 4th gear through the apex, up on the exit, open up DRS. You can see we highlighted the board. It's one of the earliest activations on the track, so quite difficult. Put the differential up into 60%. Now brake at the black board on the right hand side, again using up all the track. Make sure your tyre is right on that white line to maximise the potential. Down into 5th gear. Avoid the curb on the inside. Avoid the curb on the outside of the track. Again, through the left hander, through the right hander. Use the curb on the inside a little bit to rotate the car. Now brake fully on the curb, again using up all the road. You can see as soon as we get to the advertising board on the right hand side with the arrow, that's when you start pressing the brake. Down to 5th gear, avoid the curb on the inside, keeping 5th gear for more stability, and using up all the road on the outside of the track as well. Coming up into the final corner, and what you're going to be looking to do is brake when you start seeing the red on the track with the painting, again using up all the curb on the track as well. Make sure your car's using up the maximum track width. Avoid the curb on the inside. Keep it in 5th gear. Use up all the road on the exit of the track. You can see highlighting that as well. The right tyre using up every millimetre. Final point of the track, open up DRS, and that is a lap here in Bahrain. And what we're going to do now is we're going to be jumping into the lap times to give you a reference and what you can do. But now the strategy page. In my opinion, always starting on the hard tyres is better than either going to the medium on lap 16 or going to the softs on lap 20. 54 kg of fuel will be plenty enough, and this is the setup page, so be sure to note this down. This is not an esports setup. I can't share my esports setup sadly, but this is still a fairly representative setup for you to use. So there we have it. Bahrain is now ticked off the box. Imola will be coming up next. I'm going to be doing one of these videos for every single track in the Formula One Esports World Championship calendar. And then in the off-season for the F1 Esports, I will be covering every single track within the game that we did not cover before. So, if you like this series, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and be sure to tune in for the next episodes. Until then, glad to was Ashley, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao, ciao.